For this video I thought I'd do something a bit different, give you a tour of the shop. Come with me. Tidying up all done, that's better. This is my face. Time to give you a shop tour. Right, there you go. Bye. Right, we start over here. This is my little mobile jointing table. The little planer bit in there as well. Pretty good, very noisy, but I quite like it. Fence could do with being a bit stronger though. It's not the straightest. And I've got a old freezer in there that I want to get rid of, and then there'll be a good area in there for a lathe or something like that eventually, but you know, don't tell the wife. In the cardboard box I'll keep these little white sheets. They're good for reflecting the light because it's dark in here, as you can see. I have a few lights, but I've just put in these. You can see one here and one over there, and also plugs, and another one over there that I need to wire in at some point. Right, moving on, and this is my organised pile of sandpaper. Eventually I'm going to put it all in there. I keep plywood sheets and all that at the back, and I've got a couple of nice big bits of oak here that you never know might be a river table if it's still trendy when I make one. Got the old bandsaw here. It's not a very big one, but it's good. Cuts things, it's the main thing. Comes on a stand. And over here, more timber storage. Yes, that is a massive bit of purple heart. You see the hole for making a wedding ring. So I had to tell the missus that I needed a whole slab of purple heart for a ring. It worked. Hand saws, big clamps. I've got a fence adapter here for the table saw. I'll keep rotary carver stuff all in there. My dongly dongle light. It's a bit of a bendy thing. So you can bend it to pretty much any position, which is good because it always ends up in your eyes. Alright, clamps. Clamps. Remember these clamps? These were pretty good fun build actually. I was quite chuffed with that video. They work well. More timber storage under there. And then we've got my beast. Charmwood W650 10-inch table saw. Chuffed with this. 82mm depth of cut at 90 degrees, which I'm tough with that. So that's the table saw, sliding carriage. Now I've got the fence that runs on here that sets at all the different angles. It's got a little clamp down thing in there as well, but I generally keep it out of the way because shop ain't big and your hips don't lie when they hit that. Whoa. Some hand tools. It's me. This is the pillar drill. Sort of, as you know, does that. Not really much to it. Sanding belts up there. You can see they're extremely organised, which is helpful so you can find exactly what you need when you need it. This sander, some old motor basically someone made. I bought it from a car boot sale for about £2. It's starting to come apart here a little bit. I could just build a new frame for it one day and it'll be all good. So I've got I think this is my great uncle's or something, old vice, old metalworking vice. It weighs an absolute ton. And behind that is my great uncle's old grinder. Works like a demon, still brilliant, love it. Old chop saw, brother gave me. Works really well. I think it's yeah, it's a Makita. Chops really well, but I can't say 0 and 45 are in perfect because look at the 90 I've had to write on there. Drill, standard. There's my old belt sander, combination sander. I don't use the disc part of it because I've got that, which is 10 inches. Everyone likes 10 inches, don't they? Here's my scroll saw. It's a bit of a new kit for me, never used one before until I got this. Interesting thing about this, when I bought it, I didn't realise it came with a European plug. So I had to get an adapter for it. Other than that, it's really good. Tough with that. Oh yeah, it's also got a little outlet on here that you can put one of those corded rotary drills on there, like a Dremel type thing. This is where the clamps are at, so if you need a clamp, they're all up there. I do like these ones, these nice long reach ones. Charger, little mitre saw block. It's one of those little combination sharpening blocks. These are all sharpening stones and that in there. Some strap clamps, some measuring tools. World supply of hacksaw blades for some unknown reason. Hacksaw blade addict. And then these anti-slip mats, these are pretty good. Box full of files. Random tools. Right then, that's enough of that. Let's get back to it. Big drill bits because, well, why not? It's not my biggest drill bit. In fact, that one is about 1 metre long, just over 3 foot if you use the good old measurement still. Now quickly, I'll just show you this. An old saw, I'm not sure what type, is it a block for cutting old blocks, is it? Thinking of cleaning it all up and that and painting a little tattoo removal written on there. A bit of a bloody graphic joke. Going around, right, all my drill bits, countersink bits, everything like that in there. Small, getting on to larger drill bits. Anyone who's watched the ring video, this is a little homemade ring mandrel that I made. I used it on this ring and a few others that are over here. My little graveyard to old rings gone by. Some worked, some didn't. Well, this is my 2 tubs of off-cut material. I'll keep all like random bits in here. Bit of oak, bits of purple heart and whatnot, you know, loads of timber. Alright, moving on. Storage, frying pan, you know, in case I want to cook some bacon and eggs. Right, we've got some gas, silicone, tape, lots of glue, spray adhesive, C8 glue, bit of tight bond in there, all the little bits there for gluing, and a pathetic amount of finishes, which is actually embarrassing. I need to improve my finish game. And then we've got random little drawers for storing random little things. This is sort of my sort of hand tool area, which I'm quite chuffed with. So measuring stuff, all on magnetic strips and bevels. I believe they call these a gentleman's saw. Various chisels, gouges and a skew in there that all really could do with sharpening. Hammers, stay tuned, one of them might be changing. Planes, some old wood planes up there and some old standard Stanleys. A bill hook, British Army issue machete because I have no idea. And I've got little block planes down here, so there's a couple of rebate planes in there and a marking gauge. A couple of axes and a claw hammer. What's that? Another marking gauge. And then that is, because I do so much filming in here, the battery goes and I may not be near a plug, which as you know don't work. This is quite good though. I got this on my honeymoon when I went to Scotland. So, antler handled knife. It's really nice, comfy. Chuff for that, good old Scotland. This is my biggest woodworking vice at the minute, which is actually quite good. I had these myself, they work actually quite well. A little stop here for when you're doing hand planing and things like that. Various junk under there. Future projects, failed projects, and never gonna be projects under there. Alright, we have got screws and fixings, so we've got some skill saws, we've got a couple of routers, hole saw kit, jigsaw, another hole saw kit, can't remember, skill saw, angle grinder, multi-tool, fixings. My Makita, love this thing. Noisy, but I absolutely love it. Absolutely brilliant. My little planer. And more cedar and things like that under there. For those of you who are interested, this is my portable dust extraction that works alright, but I could do with getting it improved. My dad's old toolbox. This is the dead corner. I've got a table saw here that's, well, is really good at cutting air, but anything else it's useless. And then these are all empty toolboxes that will end up at the car boot sale at some point. Secondary vice. Remove the rubbish. God, he just tied it up. Secondary vice here, so I'm quite chuffed with. Right, one last thing to do. Right, that about wraps up the shop tour. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, link them below. Make sure you give it a like and subscribe. Right, see you on the next one. Bye.